Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, Vanessa Guillen, debts, and character. The story of Vanessa Guillen is one that longtime viewers of the channel will be very familiar with. It's one of the few times on the channel when there was a direct and open call to action to contact people in Congress. It took a long time, but the pressure applied actually paid off and rules were changed. But now, The Atlantic has a report out that connects Guillen to Trump in a way that isn't really surprising, but is still utterly shocking. For those who don't remember the situation or weren't around back then, Guillen was a soldier at what was then called Fort Hood in Texas. She was killed by another soldier. She was 20. She had reportedly told her family that she was being harassed by someone who had been reported for harassment before, but nothing was done. There's a lot more to this story, and it has a lot of twists and turns and ends with the provisions of the Vanessa Guillen Act being enacted and altering the way the military handles harassment on a fundamental level. Now, there's another part of the story according to the report by The Atlantic. Back in 2020, Trump invited the family to the White House and had a meeting with them in front of cameras. At one point, Trump reportedly offered to pay for the memorial services, saying, quote, "If I can help you out with the funeral, I'll help. I'll help you with that. I'll help you out. Financially, I'll help you." The family's attorney said they believed the military would be taking care of it, and Trump reiterated he would help out if needed. By now, you think you know where the story is going, non-payment. And of course it goes there, but there's more. There was a large coordinated public service because of the massive amount of attention and the situation, and then a private service. Then, according to reporting on December 4th, 2020, Trump was in an Oval Office meeting and asked, quote, "Did they bill us for the funeral? What did it cost?" Trump was informed it was $60,000, to which he reportedly replied, "It doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a word that starts with effing Mexican." And then instructed Mark Meadows not to pay it. The story goes on to say that Trump was infuriated by it and believed people were trying to rip him off. Trump World has issued a series of denials about the reporting. The Guillen family attorney reportedly confirmed that the bill had been sent to the White House and that the family never received any of the promised help. Former Senator Claire McCaskill noted a piece of the timeline that she sees as important, saying, quote, "When he promised a family he would take care of their funeral expenses, that was before the election." Then added, when he said, "I'm not going to pay to bury the effing Mexican," that was after he had lost in December. Then she went on to say, quote, "He'll say anything before an election, but his true character comes out after the election." There's a lot more to the piece from The Atlantic, and we'll put it down below. It's worth the read. The story is shocking, but you have to ask yourself, is any of it surprising? There are denials from Team Trump, but is any of this really an allegation that's out of the question? From his non-payment to his disrespect of veterans and the military, to his paranoia about being ripped off, to his comments about people who don't look like him. Is any of it not something we've seen elsewhere? This is a person asking for you to put them back into a position of power. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.